everybody, and welcome. So, how are you? A lot of things happened last night. So much so that I decided to wait until today to do my react because it would seem Foodie Beauty, she's up to her old tricks. All of them. Now, those of you that have been watching my content, you know that Foodie's been on a tear lately with trying to find something that clicks with the audience. She's done a variety of things. She's been trying to dip her dirty toes into the ASMR community. She's back to doing mukbangs. She's been changing her name repeatedly. And this is a big and, she's also back to triggering people. So, Foodie, once upon a time, she used her cats as cat deflection and also to get attention for herself and to make money on her YouTube channel. Then she moved to Kuwait and she gave up her cats. We all know that French Fry Girl and her family have BBJ, and Sam was given to another owner. Foodie isn't done exploiting her cats. She's not done using them to trigger people to make money, because she did a community post yesterday saying that she was going to get Sam back. And then she did a live stream last night called Sam is Coming Home. Directly after that, she posted a mukbang. Now, before anybody gets upset, before anybody on my channel gets angry or triggered in some way, let me just gather you all around me and let's just take a deep breath and see things for what they are. Because I see you, Foodie. I see you all the way over here. Even though you're thousands of miles away from me, I see you. I see what you're trying to do. I see what you're up to. Because here's the problem with your grifting game. You use the same tactics over and over and over again. And you know what happens when you do that? People catch on to your game, and the game no longer works. In order for the scam game to work, you have to keep coming up with new tactics. But your problem is you're so lazy, you don't bother to find new ways to scam people. You use the same old tricks repeatedly. And the public that you're using them on, we catch on pretty quick. One thing you don't realize about the reaction community, Foodie, and you should have realized this a long time ago, we pay attention to detail. You get caught because you leave so many details to chance, and we catch them all. So in your case right now, we know what's going on. We're not stupid over here. You, madam, are in a place where you need money. You're broke. Those paychecks are not as large as they used to be, and you've got a companion that I'm sure is quite expensive. You got to keep him happy. So let's talk about the cats again. Let's trigger everybody again. Let's get everybody upset and in uproar because you need money. The holidays are not here, so you can't rely on the holiday money that YouTubers normally make during, say, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas, New Year's. No, that's far off into the future. What can we do during the summer when the money is kind of low? Oh, I know. Let's talk about the cats again. That'll really do it. Y'all, I am not here to tell anybody what to do. This is just a suggestion. If you're someone and you don't like Foodie, you really, really don't like Foodie, you don't like who she is, you don't like what she does, just some advice. Do not give her any engagement whatsoever. Engagement goes beyond super chats and super stickers. It also applies to giving a thumbs up or a thumbs down or a comment. Because when you comment on a video, when you do a thumbs up or a thumbs down, that is still engagement. That still counts towards the algorithm of YouTube. The more engagement a live chat or a person gets, the more they get put in the recommended. Foodie is looking for not just money, but engagement. So if you don't like Foodie, and again, I'm not here to tell anybody what to do. You do as you like on YouTube. If you don't like Foodie, don't give her what she wants. Don't give her any engagement because that's what she's looking for. She's fishing for the engagement. She's looking for an uptick in views, in super chats, super stickers, membership signups, anything she can get. And she knows the cat subject is very triggering, very sensitive to people. This is her doing a new kind of grift, a new kind of scam, just bringing up the cat subject. Now, I know a lot of people who might be watching this video, maybe you are tired of hearing of the cat subject. I've heard that comment a lot, tired of hearing about the cats. There's maybe a lot of you that you're like, the subject is too triggering for me. It makes me too angry. I understand. I'm a cat owner myself. You guys know I have Booger. I have my Booger cat. Booger. She's behind me right now. I get it. You know, we all just want to know the cats are safe. They're away from Foodie. They're okay. We don't want to know or even think about Foodie getting within 5 feet of the cats. Before anybody gets triggered, before anybody gets upset, let's just put reason and logic at the front of the table and let it rule for a second. Reason and logic says Sam is in a safe place. He's with someone that is taking care of him. Whoever has Sam, they took the time to take Sam to the vet to get him completely shaved. He might have also had some other work done. Reason and logic says that if somebody who has a pet takes them to the vet, has all that done, spends all that money, they're not going to give the pet back, are they? No, I don't think so. Foodie is saying these days that whoever has the cat is a foster. Again, reason and logic. Fosters would normally not keep a pet as long as whoever has Sam has already kept him. And they certainly would not spend the money that they've spent on Sam for his care. Also, if you are the owner of a pet and you relinquish your pet, you give them up, which he did, you're not going to get that cat back. This is not a case of somebody who was just cat sitting for Foodie for a while, but she still had ownership. No, she gave up the ownership of both her pets, and she did it willingly. And I don't know if Foodie is thinking that she's just going to give Sam to somebody, let that person pay for his care all this time, let them do all the hard work, and then she's going to come back and snatch him up. No, Foodie, it doesn't work like that. You did not care for your cats when you had them in the villa. You gave them up. You are not going to get them back. Here's another little tidbit of reason and logic to help everybody stay calm. Foodie talked about bringing Sam to Kuwait. There's a process you have to go through to bring a pet to another country. There's lots of paperwork. You've got to get them all checked out. You've got to get them microchipped, all of that. All of that stuff could take weeks or months. Foodie is entirely too lazy. Also, I'm sure the process is quite pricey. Again, too much money for her. She'd rather spend the money on herself. So for anybody who might be watching Foodie, and you might get upset over the idea that she might get Sam back. I really don't think that's going to happen. I don't think whoever has Sam is going to give him back. I think Foodie is just fishing for views, for subs, for money. She's been scrambling, trying to find anything to make money. And so, why not trigger people talking about the cats? Because triggering people and using drama and shock to make money, that is what she does. That's what she's always done. So, if you don't like Foodie, if she gets you angry, if all the talk about the cats is making you upset, I get it, but don't fall for it. Absolutely don't fall for it. This is a grift. This is a straight up grift. She needs money. So she's triggering people for money. She's trying to create some kind of drama because she's in Kuwait. All the ideas that she's come up with to make money have not panned out and will not pan out because she's not interested in giving great entertaining content. She's interested in shocking people so they give her money. That's essentially who Foodie is. So I want to go over the mukbang very briefly and the live where she talks about Sam because I've got some thoughts. There's also a couple of things that I would like to show Foodie Beauty in this video. Just some competition she's got out there for the different communities that she's trying to get into. So, you know what? Let's start there. Let's start with the competition because the competition is a little bit more interesting, aren't they? Okay. So, let me just bring this up. Just something of interest. All right. So, you guys know that I do ambiance videos. I love doing ambiance. It's a passion of mine. I love creating things that relax people. I've always loved it, but there are some people on YouTube that they are on another level. They have the 3D editing. They create the pictures from scratch. They add the sounds. I mean, they really go all out. Foodie, if you're trying to do ambiance, I just wanted to show you some of your competition. See, y'all take a look at this right here. Do you see the number of views that this ambiance video has? 88,000. This is from the Alley of Ambiance. Now, I'm not going to play the video and get copyrighted, but this is what Foodie's paying attention to. She took notice of the ambiance community and the number of views these videos are getting. But the reason why they're getting those views, Foodie, is because the people that are doing them, they do what they love. They pay attention to the detail and they're creating something from scratch. So here's another one, Cozy Room Ambiance ASMR. I mean, look at this. Look at these scenes. Look how gorgeous they are. Rainy day in 4K, cozy coffee shop. Okay. These are gorgeous. I mean, beautiful thumbnails. The dead of night. By the way, I'm not going to play the video, but the music in this video is outstanding. It's so relaxing. Oh, any of you that are pagan or Wiccan, you will love that channel, The Dead of Night. Oh, I'm subscribed. But this is your competition, Foodie, as far as the ambiance. This is some of your competition. That's why your videos are crap. You want to make all these views, but you're not willing to put the work in and you're really not artistic. Okay. So there's that. And how about this? You want to do mukbangs, Foodie? How about that? I just did a search under mukbangs. This is your competition in the mukbang community. Okay? This is your thumbnail. Ew. This is your boring thumbnail. And I actually watch this channel. She's little. She's cute. The food looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. I mean, you look at the food, it looks tasty. You want to eat that. There's Nikocado avocado, of course, but colorful thumbnails, very colorful thumbnails. So you're doing sloppy work with the ASMR Ambiance community, and you're doing mundane beige work with the mukbangs foodie, and you wonder why you're not a success. No mystery to me. See, I just did like a 2-minute search on both, and hey, the answer is right there in front of you. Before we get into the mukbang video and her Sam is back video, let's go to Twitter because there's a few interesting things on Twitter. I just want to get that out of the way. Just a few things, not too many. Okay. All right. So another interesting thing that happened last night during the Sam is Coming Home live, Foodie let it out of the bag that she wanted Pete's to get a hold of Sam. And then, strangely enough, Pete's went live. Isn't that funny? The timing of it all feels kind of planned, Foodie. See, you fools are so eager to make money over there that you're not thinking about, obvious is obvious. Isn't it funny that you get on a live and you talk about Pete's getting Sam, and then shockingly, he does a live. And during the live, he had the expression of, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, he had no idea. Feels really planned. How much y'all want to bet that her and Pete's talked? And perhaps maybe there was a conversation of, hey, Pete's, my channel is tanking. The views suck. I'm sure your views suck because I'm not there. How about we just do something to drum up some drama and we'll both make money? How much y'all want to bet that conversation happened? Because she went live and then he went live. Pete's, bro, you're not on my favorites list. You're not on my favorites list at all because of the way you treated BBJ and the fact that you were at the villa and you could have cared better for the cats and you didn't. I know they were not your cats, sir, but even still, as a roommate, you could have done a lot better. But, sir, if you get involved again with the Foodie story, it's not going to end well for you. Like, you need to stay as far away from Foodie as possible. You're living in a new place. You're getting your life together. Keep on with that. But Foodie is trying to draw Pete's back into the story. But the timing of everything that happened last night, it just seemed like a chain of things that just kept popping off. Foodie went live. Then Pete's went live. She did a mukbang. It just seemed like they were all linked together. See, obvious is obvious, y'all. The grift is obvious. The scam is obvious. Let's create some drama. And then after creating the drama, let's do a mukbang. Let's put those videos out there because people are going to be outraged and they're going to watch. Yeah, it's for the engagement. It's for the money. We see you, Foodie. But here's the clip from last night's live.
Pete has to check it out. I don't know. Of keeping him with Pete's just for a bit. I know he only lives in the one room, but he has a window and we could get him a cat tree. So, I would like pay Pete's to take care of him until I could come. At least I know Pete's wouldn't get rid of him. You know what I mean? And he knows Pete's. So, but I said you have to show him love, but he's gonna.
Once again, let me remind everybody, Sam is in a better place with someone who has had him for months, who spent money on his care to get him shaved and perhaps other things as well. Seriously doubt whoever has the cat is going to give it back. Now they've had the cat all this time and spent all that money and acclimated the cat to wherever it is. They're not going to give it back. Not going to happen. But she's trying to trigger people to act like it will happen. Doubt that, Foodie. Really, really doubt that. You're just trying to make money on YouTube. And you're being obvious with it. You think you're smarter than everybody else in the room, but actually you're sitting at the back of the class in the last seat behind everybody else. We're miles ahead of you. Miles. We see you. We so see you. You can't get the cat back. You're looking to tick people off, to get that engagement, to get those super chats, those hate super chats, because that's what you do. You're not a YouTuber where you want super chats and super stickers based on good things. It's all about bad things. You like to kick the hornet's nest and run away. Hate has always made you more money on YouTube than love. That's why you always want to be the villain in the story. Let me be the villain. Let me walk through the crowd and get booed and hissed at because that's profitable. But you're just not getting it through your head. Your tactics aren't working because you've been doing the same ones too long. And you're also not seeming to understand that your heyday is over. The mukbang trend is dying. People aren't watching like they used to. See, the thing with trends is they come and go. There's a phase of when they're popular, and then there's a phase when they're not popular. And you got on YouTube a long time ago when it was really popular, when it was kicking off. But that was years ago. It's faded out now. And you're not even keeping up with the times to find new and inventive ways to do mukbangs. You're doing the same old thing. The food that you eat is bland. It's not interesting. The setting is bland. Everything is bland. And I just showed you some still shots of other mukbangers out there that have really stepped up their game just to keep up. The sets are colorful. The food looks tasty. You're not even in competition with them. You're just relying on the fact that you've got a large channel and you've got a sizable audience and you think it's going to carry you forever. Well, if that were true, Foodie, why are you trying to work so hard to get into other communities? Why are you trying to tap into the ASMR community, the Ambiance community, the creepy investigations community, even the tarot community? You were doing tarot for a while. If everything is so well over there, why are you trying so hard to infiltrate other communities that you really have no true interest in? So this is from Katie. This is her thumbnail, her doing a mukbang. Again, look at the thumbnail, y'all. If you were someone on YouTube looking to watch someone do a mukbang, would you stop on this thumbnail? Would it grab your interest? You've got a bland background, a plastic for a table cover. You've got just some basic fast food. Would that grab your interest? Would that be something that you would say, I want to watch the whole video? No, absolutely not. She's so lazy that she didn't even take the stuff out of the boxes and put it on a plate. Make it look appealing, arrange it a little bit. Add something to the table to add more color. It's all bland. And her expression, laughable. Very laughable. This is from Shenanigans. Okay, so as I reported in the react I did yesterday, Chantal got completely outed for, I believe it's 2 sock accounts that she had called Not Another Halal Doll, and she did over 700 messages to herself, praising herself. So people in her live address that, and she's trying to deny it. So let's watch.
More, and Address not another halal doll having 704 comment posts. Okay, that's not my sock account. I think I only ever had one in my like whole YouTube career, maybe one or two.
You're a big old liar. The community has outed you for several sock accounts. And Salah, sir, if you're over there pressing on Foodie for her to make content, and you are in this live stream right here, and people are commenting that she's been caught doing over 700 comments. If you're wondering why she's not doing more content, there's your answer. She's so busy all over YouTube posting comments to herself, trying to get that engagement. She's not making content where she would make her real money. She's spending far too much time doing all that stuff for free. Just trying to get little bits and pieces of engagement versus making a video where she could make money. I would be turning to her after the stream is over and saying, you did 700 comments? 700? Really? Like, that's how you're spending your time? Like, there would be a conversation. If you're living off of Chantal, which I think you are, because how can you work if she's completely up your tail all the time? 700 comments, though, bro. Yeah, she did that. You know, just getting that engagement, and she needs attention versus making actual content, quality content that would both make you money. Yeah, there'd be a conversation, I think. You want to know how she's spending her time? Well, people just told you she's too busy talking to herself. She needs to cut that out. All right, something beautiful. Oh, the dress. Look at this from Koo. And there's dresses like this all over the account. Oh, I would so wear that. I would so wear this outfit. Gorgeous. Yes. It's giving me fairy tale realness. It's giving me glamour. It's giving me beauty. It's giving me Cinderella. It's giving me Snow White. It's giving me everything. Every little girl in the world wanted to look like this when they were young. Ooh, loving it. Here's another one from Koo. And for those of you that like the autumn Halloween realness, here you go. There it is. I want to put that dress on. Want to put it on. And here's another one. A little too pastel for me, but it's still amazing. And I absolutely love this one. Y'all check it out. Oh, it's so gorgeous. My friend Erie Pepperoni, Erie, I would love to see you in this dress. You would so work this dress. You would work it. And this one too. This one too. Okay. So I just wanted to show you guys that. All right, where are we going first? Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? All right. How about the KFC? No. Do I want to do that one? I'm looking at it. Do I really want to review her cooking? Okay, just for, you know what? We're going to go to the comments section. How about that? We'll go to the comments section because the comments section is always more interesting than the video. Who wants to see Chantal eat? I don't. I'm not a feeder. Let's see. Duchess says, I was so rooting for you to continue on your healthier eating habits. This is sad to me. Duchess, let me save you the trouble and just give you the truth, because Chantal never will. Chantal is not interested in her health. She's never been truly interested in her health. She's only been interested in exploiting her lack of health and her hurt and exploiting the hurt of other people. That is her content. That is the absolute core of her content. She's all about exploiting pain, being in pain, giving pain to others. I'm not being evil saying that. I'm not being a hater. I'm just being truthful. She is not interested in improving. She's interested in anything that will make her worse because she needs things to complain about. She needs things to talk about. She does not know or want to know how to have a positive life. Let's be truthful here. If Chantal lost a bunch of weight, if she got on a health journey, would she be as interesting to talk about? No. If she were just some ordinary person on the street, would we have any reason to talk about her? Probably not. Could she turn things around if she wanted to? Say, screw the feeders, screw all this hurting myself with food and whatever else nonsense. Yeah, she could. If she wanted to, she could snap her head back on her shoulders real tight, get her health together, start exercising, lose the weight, gain a completely different audience. She could do that. But that would require a lot of work and dedication and getting away from bad habits. And she is not interested. She's interested in the toxic, easy path of life rather than the harder, more rewarding path of life where she would get more rewards. You got to put more work in, but you get more rewards out of it. She's not interested. No, let's keep it lazy. Let's keep it easy. That's the Chantal way. So if you're waiting for Chantal to wake up, open her eyes and say, today is the day I get myself together. I'm sorry, Mama. It's not going to happen. Not today, not tomorrow, not next week, not next month. She is on a toxic path and she's determined to walk it. And there's nothing that anybody online can do to stop her. Sorry to tell you that. Solid Cake says she's just totally given up. There's no hope. Yeah, I've said it in my react. And I'm not saying this hatefully. Chantal radiates that energy of, I quit. I give up. That's her energy now. I've given up. I quit. I'm defeated. She has no hope. She doesn't want to change. She has all the tools and resources and time and energy that she needs. She's not interested. She's making that choice not to change. She's on that path. Nobody can steer her away from it. What can we do? What can anybody do? There's nothing that anybody in the audience can do. There's nothing that the reactors can do. We're just here to react to her content, and that's it. It's Chantal that has to take the step forward and do something. And until she does, her life will not change. Lotus Flower with Buddha says, Foodie, you're all going to be eating your words when I'm down 100 pounds by this time next year, and I look great, and you're still miserable. Also, Foodie, this vlog. Well, she's stepping it up with catering to the feeder people. It's her choice. Absolutely her choice. It's a sad, negative choice, but it's her choice. Who can stop her? Now, Foodie, you are flirting with a medical emergency, but there's nothing that anyone can do for you. You've got to do something for yourself first. Peggy says, I buy that same size meal in coleslaw for my family of 4, and 3 of them are grown over 6-foot tall men. I'm telling you, in another life, Foodie could have been a champ at food eating competition. She would have just slayed the competition, but this is the path that she's chosen. Janelle says, I'm so confused. As a hijabi, I don't understand why you went back to fake eyelashes and makeup. These things are to enhance beauty, and hijabis are supposed to not draw attention or the eyes of men. Why are you still giving in to gluttony? Yes, gluttony is frowned upon. Why do you moan and draw more attention to yourself when eating? Please have some respect for the veil and the religion. I honestly can't believe your husband is okay with this unless he too is into this fetish side of it. There are so many topics and things to do other than these as a hijabi. I mean, this is on the best way possible. I found you just before you travel abroad. I love your personality and just want the best for you. As a new covert, sometimes we all needed someone to help guide is the right direction. Hugs. Let me stop for a second because I'm going to give my theory. And please just hear me out. I have no receipts, I have no screenshots, just a theory. Now, we all know that Foodie Beauty, she caters to the feeding people. And as I mentioned before, there are different subsets to that particular fetish. And I've also mentioned my theory that I feel, my opinion, Foodie is trying to take a unique angle with that fetish. When it comes to that fetish, there are lots of men and women who cater to that fetish. My theory is Foodie is trying to create a unique angle for herself by doing the mukbangs as a allegedly Muslim woman. Because I'm sure there are not a lot of Muslim ladies doing mukbangs because gluttony is frowned upon. So Foodie is all about doing things where she makes the most money. In that particular world, as far as that fetish is concerned, there are lots of men and women who go on camera and eat. But I'm sure in that world, there aren't a lot of men or women who claim to be Muslim doing that type of content. So maybe by doing so, she can ask more money, she can get more attention, uh, be able to make money on the side with this particular thing. I think perhaps that's the reason why she's stuck with trying to tell everybody that she is a Muslim woman. Although we have seen the way she behaves, she is not honoring that faith nor the people who believe in that faith. But that's just my take on it. For her, the hijab and the abaya, it's not something that she's wearing because she has reverence for the faith and she has respect for the faith. It has to do with maybe she's just trying to cater to a certain fetish group in a unique way to where she stands out and she makes more money. And if that is the reason, Foodie, shame on you. Shame on you. Let's go back to the comments. UT Tubes, your name says, she's here for the money and I'm here for the motivation. It would be nice to see her get it together, but this helps me stay on track. Yeah, I've read that over the years. It's very strange. Sometimes people watch Amberlyn Reed and Chantal and they get motivated to work out and to exercise. It's some people just see Amber and Foodie and say, I don't want to be that unhealthy, and they get motivated to turn things around. So I guess that's a strange positive side effect to this kind of content. But good for you, YouTube, if you are getting yourself together. Let's see. Willow says, I know you think we can't handle your trolling, but you should really wonder if your arteries can. Listen, Foodie, She's pushing herself towards a medical emergency. Nobody can stop her. Everybody's been telling her to slow down, take care of herself. She don't want to hear it. She's traded 100% of her health for a paycheck, and she continues to do so. That's her choice. Not a good choice, a really, really bad choice, a really stupid choice, but that's what Foodie does. That's what she continues to do. I don't know why she's so hell-bent on hurting herself, but she is. You know, what is the point of making a large paycheck on YouTube if you can't enjoy it? If you're stuck in a house all day, if you have trouble breathing, if you have trouble walking, does that paycheck at the end of the day mean anything other than you don't have to go out and get a regular job? I wouldn't trade my health for a paycheck. Oh, no. No, I value my health. But some people like Foodie, unfortunately, she does not value hers. You know, I saw a meme once on the internet. It was perfect. It said, some people are so broke, all they have is money. That meme would apply to Foodie because all she has is money. She really doesn't have anything else. She doesn't have friends. She doesn't have her family around her. She doesn't have the pets that gave unconditional love. She doesn't have anything except for a paycheck and a guy that pretends to love her. Larky says, Ozempic would help you reinvent yourself. Lose the weight before ALR does. That would be awesome. Larky, she did the Ozempic thing for a while. And she quit because she did not like how the Ozempic decreased her appetite. She did the Ozempic and then she quit. And the Ozempic can only do so much. If you got a problem with food, the problem is in your head. You got to deal with that. She's never dealt with hers. She's never going to deal with hers, unfortunately. Let's see. So that's some of the comments. Let's watch just a little bit of the video. Not much. We're not going to watch the whole thing. Screw that. Just to get a snapshot of what's going on here.
Yeah, Pepsi. And I, in the thumbnail, I had the complete meal, but, I split it with my husband. So he's in the other room eating so I can do this mukbang. And I'll try not to fiddle with my.
You know, I was watching Chantal through Kaya last night. I was part of her chat. Watching the live that she did with Sala. Chantal, I don't know what you were on last night. Girl, what are you doing? Were you taking some kind of substance because your pupils were blasted and you were acting like the old Chantal back at the villa? I don't know what you were doing last night, but it looked like the old Chantal was kind of peeping out in certain ways. Blasted pupils, acting like you were high, mama. And it looks like you were in that same state here because your pupils are huge.
Job too much. I promise I'll try. So then I have here, these are jalapeno cheese fries.
That looks gross. That looks so gross. Does that look appealing to anybody? Y'all saw the little still shots of the other mukbang channels. Again, if you were looking for a mukbang channel, would you land on this channel? Would you subscribe? Because I wouldn't. I'd be like, no, bye. No, no, pass. Hard pass.
They have like jalapenos, cheese sauce, and some kind of like.
Looks like. Okay. So she starts at a mukbang. Is it me? Or does it look like she ate some of that food before she started? Does it look like she was chowing down on some of that before she got started? Because it doesn't look like she just took the lid off and got started. No, it looks like she was taking little bites and stuff before she started this mukbang. Could you not wait till the mukbang to eat, Chantal?
Powder, spicy powder. I'm gonna put ketchup. It says KFC brand ketchup. I wonder if they use Heinz, like if they partner with Heinz. I'm not sure. But
So we're starting out the mukbang with her talking about ketchup packets. Riveting content, Chantal.
fast food ketchup is usually pretty good. So let me just put some ketchup on here. Yummy. I have some crunchy coleslaw.
Yeah, because all that cheese just isn't enough calories. Let's add the ketchup.
And I have some chicken. We're trying the Flamin' Hot Lay's flavored. It's like a new thing here in Kuwait. Flamin' Hot Lay's flavored crispy chicken. So I'm going to try that. And this is going
You know, from an artistic perspective, I'm so bothered. I am so incredibly bothered by what I see between the bland background, the plastic on the table, which, by the way, looks tacky, Chantal. The soda could have been put in a nice decorative cup, a pretty cup. You could have taken all of that fast food and put it on a plate, and it would have looked more presentable. You're doing everything wrong for a mukbang. If you're trying to appeal to people who watch mukbang videos, if I had to give you a grade, it would be an F minus.
to be hot as well. These, not these jalapeno fries. So let's dig into this. Yum.
That looks so dried out. It looks gross.
Love their cheese fries. Normally, like these fries, we always upgrade to these fries. Yeah.
Who's we? You know Salah doesn't eat that crap. You eat it.
Beauty bite.
That there's nothing beautiful about that bite. That's not a beauty bite. That is I am destroying my beauty with that bite. You are hurting yourself, Chantal. This is self-harm content, and you know it. If you have a problem with food, that's not a beauty bite, mama. Not at all.
Mm. They're so good and hot.
Another observation I just want to throw in here. So I remember way back in the day when Chantal, remember back when she was with BB and she would do the late night drives to the fast food windows? She would be almost giddy to have her live stream on and go get the food. She would just be giddy with excitement, like she just could not wait to get to that food. You want to know why? Because when you eat certain foods, you get the dopamine in your brain. You get those feel good euphoria hormones, things, chemicals in your brain. And so she would be giddy with excitement and go through those fast food windows looking to get her fix. Hey, it is what it is. If you got a problem with food, that is your drug. She was looking for those feel good, chemicals in the brain. And then I noticed after a while with her doing that after a while, those chemicals weren't firing off because she would be giddy and then she would get to the window and she'd bite into the food expecting that brain explosion, and it wouldn't happen. And then she would just get angry and cranky because she did not get the feeling that she wanted. And how that's relevant to now is, Foodie, I don't think you are getting the same euphoria rush like you used to. I think it stopped a while ago. And now all you're doing with the eating is you're not eating to, in a way, get high. You're eating to keep from withdrawals. You're eating to keep away the food withdrawals. It's not about feeling good anymore. It's eating so you don't lose your head.
They have like big chunks of pickled jalapeno on them.
See, because she's not doing the eye roll thing that she used to. Y'all remember where she would take a bite of food and her eyes roll in the back of her head and she's moaning and she's really enjoying herself. Not the same reaction anymore. Foodie, you're not eating to be happy. There's no happiness here. You're not eating to get brain high. You're just eating to eat. You're not feeling any more joy. You're not feeling any kind of happy emotion. It's just eating to eat and eating to make money. Sad.
But the crunchy coleslaw will cool it down. I'm sure. All right. Let's try this chicken. This is crispy.
Is it me or does she not seem happy about eating? Like she's not excited to eat this meal. When people do mukbangs, they're excited to eat the food. They're looking to taste all these different flavors and let's try this combination, y'all, and let's try this and oh, this looks good and they're smiling and they're radiating a sense of joy. There's no joy here. She's like, "Oh, let's just try this chicken in this monotone voice." No sense of joy here. That's why you're failing at the mukbangs, Foodie. You don't even look forward to eating anymore.
Chicken. It looks crunchy.
And don't worry, y'all. Again, we're not watching the whole video. I just wanted a brief snapshot. That's it. And then we're dipping. I'm not staying here for all this.
Is that the Lay's flavor seasoning on it? Wow, that's spicy. Super crunchy.
You know, this is not a regular mukbang video where she's making interesting conversation during the bites. This is not a strictly ASMR video where it's just the focus on the sounds of the eating and the person's faces out of the background. So this is neither ASMR nor mukbang. This is just Foodie eating for the feeding people.
The batter kind of does taste like chips. It's weird. But like not a flavor of chip I've ever tried before.
Okay, you know what? I can't deal with this anymore. I don't want to watch her eat. Not the nicest thing in the world, so we're just going to dip right now. I have no patience for it today. I've got things to do. Let's move on to the Sam is coming home live. And Foodie, she didn't talk about Sam right away. No, she's got to run up the meter. She's got to just stall for time, smoke the shisha, BS around, waiting for more people to come in the room. You know, Foodie's famous for that, running up the meter. I call it running up the meter, where you're just sitting there, just letting the time tick by so you can get more Google AdSense money, get more membership signups, potentially get more super chats. That's what she was waiting for. That's what she wants. That's what she needs. So she just sat there stalling for time until half an hour passed by. And then she started talking about Sam. So that's where we're starting at. And I've got my thoughts. So let's get started from there. Let's bypass all the BS, all the nonsense that nobody cares about, and let's get straight to the meat and potatoes. Let's go.
We're going to be doing Sam ownership. You bringing your shisha here, babe?
Maybe up.
Trigger warning, she and Salah go nuts with the shisha. We're not staying for this whole live. We're just staying for a small portion. So for those that don't like the sound of the shisha, apologies. I don't like it either. It sounds gross, but we have to include that in the react because there's no way to really cut it out. So I apologize, y'all.
2.0.
Hi guys. Ooh,
Thanks for making the sheesh.
never mind.
A-E-I-O-U.
Try this. See the difference?
Oh, yeah. Mine is like more bubbly.
Yeah. Maybe that helps.
But still.
You know, it just absolutely amazes me that she just doesn't get it, how much he doesn't care for her. He's completely okay with the fact that she's got breathing problems, and he's just, hey, have a shisha. For those that do not know, shisha is much more potent than a regular cigarette. It's like smoking 100 cigarettes. And she allegedly has breathing problems where she needs her inhalers, correct? So should Foodie be smoking the shisha? Should he be encouraging that? Absolutely not. If he were someone that actually cared for her, he'd say, maybe you shouldn't do that. He's also okay with her doing mukbangs, seeing how much that she's struggling to not only breathe, but to move. So it's escaped your attention, Foodie, that he just doesn't care. He's there for the money because we all see it. We all know it. He's just there to collect a paycheck for you. If he cared, he'd be saying, hey, slow down with the eating. Hey, slow down with the smoking. Take care of yourself. He's not interested in you taking care of yourself. He's interested in you exploiting yourself for his benefit. But this was the life you wanted. This is what you flew all the way to Kuwait for. You were so determined to hang on to a guy that doesn't love you again. This is what you paid for. This is what you got. So enjoy, I guess.
No, it's okay.
The water is cold.
Okay, sorry guys that it's like right in your ear.
Hi, Witchy.
Beth, if you rewind to the beginning, Howie, I took him out and gave him a treat. He's calm and sleeping. Like I was saying before, the minute I come in here, he gets all excited and comes out, runs up in his tunnel, runs down, goes to the wants out like immediately because I let him run around the bed. I let him free in the house. Like he's proven to be okay with it. He doesn't seem to get in like there's nothing on the ground. So okay, I'm gonna talk about Sam a bit, okay, babe?
Okay.
Here we go. And remember, this is all for engagement. This is all a cash grab. This is all for money. This is all about Chantal wanting to make sure she makes money. Her visa is supposed to be up within a few weeks, if I'm not mistaken. She wants to travel. Her and Salah need money to travel. Isn't it funny that the timing of this, that her visa is going to be up soon, and that they got to travel, they need extra money. So the timing of her pulling this nonsense and coming up with this, I'm going to get Sam back arc at the time when her visa is almost up. It didn't happen beforehand. It happens now.
This is lemon mint. We always smoke lemon mint. All right, so before you say this, Halal doll, listen to my reasoning, okay?
Hi, Joy.
I don't know if you guys, you have this impression that I didn't care an ounce about my cats. I think that I made some poor decisions. Like, I was really under a lot of stress when I went home and I wasn't really sure what to do with them. I thought,
Chantal knows what she's doing. She knows that by getting on live stream and trying to rewrite history, although those of us that have watched the reactions, those of you that have gone to reaction channels, you've seen the footage for yourselves, you've heard her, you've seen the environment the cats were living in, and she live streamed for 6 to 10 hours a day. you have seen for yourselves what the cats were going through. But Chantal's not an idiot. She knows that by trying to rewrite history on live stream, that's going to trigger people. That's going to make people angry. That's going to make people feel, hey, I was watching your streams. I saw it all go down. What do you mean? She's here to aggravate people with a purpose, and the purpose is to make money. It's a cash grab. Let me kick the hornet's nest. Let me get people so angry that since I have it locked down in my chat to where only VIPs can comment, you can't comment for free. You can't let out your anger for free. If you want to let out your anger for me, you have to pay for it. She's got the system set up to where if you're angry at her, you might get that red-eyed rage and you want to get that anger out in the form of a super chat or a super sticker because you know that she will read it. Also in the live stream, I don't know if I passed it up, just to further add to that argument, she also told people that unless you send her a $5 super chat or a $10 super chat, she's not going to acknowledge you. So the audacity. This one who made a tier for the 99-cent people, she was like, oh, I could just made another tier because I want to talk to all of you, telling people in this live chat that unless you pay $5 or $10, she's not going to acknowledge it. Tell me it's not a cash grab. Tell me it's not money motivated. It absolutely is.
We were going to travel. I didn't think it was okay for him to go on the plane. I didn't think they would make it just by the amount of stress that go under when
And I think another reason, and I agree with Kaya, because Kaya said this already, credit to Kaya. She waited this long to start talking about Sam in the live stream because she was thinking of lies to say. Like, what lies can I tell that I won't get caught in?
whenever they just go to the vet, right? So like Sam loses hair. That's how stressed he is when he just goes to the vet. So, but he's been passed around and I feel bad about that. Like I had a dream. It's so weird because I had a dream just like last night. How much I missed him. Like I dream about the cats. I really, really miss them so bad. And I can't just have any.
You know, let me point out a tell with Chantal, because there are different tells when somebody's lying. Now, everybody knows about her one tell. When she's lying, she looks to the side. Here's another one. When somebody is not telling the truth, they won't look you in the eye. They'll look upward, which she does frequently in this live stream, because they're thinking of things to say. Now, if you're telling the truth, you're looking somebody in the eye at all times, right? Because you're speaking the truth. You're not having to think about what you're going to say. It's just going to come out. But she's constantly looking up. She's thinking in her head, what lies can I tell the reaction community is not going to catch me in? Watch your face.
Cat in my life. Like I wouldn't even get another cat right now, but thanks Rhonda. Yeah, if you watch my videos for years and you've been a beezer for years, you've been with me for years, you've seen how much like in every video I would be grabbing my cats like bee
All the time. I saw them.
yeah, you know.
I saw the lives.
Yeah, and Chevy use.
Yes, Kyla, it's 7 a.m. here.
When I've been depressed and just like negligent of myself, yeah, their area could have been cleaner. I own that, you know. But I love Sam. There's no cat like him. He's in my heart, and I cannot forget him. And it's so weird because just today I was asking my mom for like an update on Sam, and then
You know, Chantal, you're a crap person because you had 2 cats. You had 2, not just 1, 2. You had BBJ and Sam. We all know that Sam was the favorite. Not sure if it was because it was a male and you love anything that's male and you hate anything that's female, or the fact that he was a chubby boy and you kind of relate to that a little bit. But what about BBJ? No mention of BBJ. It's all about Sam. That proves to everybody you're a crap person. You were a neglectful, nasty, evil, thoughtless, soulless cat owner, pet owner, and you will always be. Nothing has changed except the fact that you need more money. And although you could move on with your life and do other things and let the cats be in every way, don't bring them up, don't talk about them, don't say their names, just carry on with life. Let them live their life where they are. Let them be healthy where they are. Let's use them to trigger people one more time, to make money off of it one more time. And I'm going to bring this up. And again, I'm not wanting to trigger anyone, but it is relevant. Chantal, she's got a Rolodex in her head of topics that she continuously brings out of the closet whenever she needs to make extra money. The cats are one topic, and DV and SA are two other topics. She will randomly pull them out of the closet and talk about them and mention them to make a little bit of extra cash, rather than find new things to talk about that don't trigger anyone. Chantal is all about that triggering, dramatic content rather than finding new things that nobody has heard of yet.
She found out that like the person that we rehomed him to is like apparently like had to pass him off to like a cat foster home.
No, you didn't. No, you did not. You gave him to someone. They paid for his medical care. They had him shaved. Who knows what else had to happen? No one's going to spend that kind of money on an animal and then give them back. I don't know what world you're living in, Chantal, where you think that someone's just going to take on a pet and go through the process of making them healthy after they've been sick or neglected. They're going to do all the work that you should have done. And then after they do the work, you're just going to get the animal back so you can exploit them for views. What world is this that you live in? What fantasy delusional world do you live in that this would actually happen?
And I didn't even know that. Like they didn't even tell us. So I was just like circumstances changed for her. Whatever happens in life, you know, she took good care of him. Andre Maria, and so I was like immediately. I was like, Mom. I'm like, no matter what happens, like no matter how, I don't know how, I don't know. I have to get my cat back. You did make some.
You know, Chantal could be just, okay, I'm throwing a couple of theories on the table. This whole thing with getting Sam back, this could be kind of a subtle grift where she's looking for people to sign up through memberships and send her super chats so she can go home and get Sam back and collect the money. And then at the very last minute say, oh, I couldn't get Sam back, but yet the money is in the bank account already. Theory number 2. She wants to leave Kuwait. She wants to leave because summertime is coming. The temperatures will reach well over 100 degrees. Once it does, how is she going to be able to go out and do vlogs? If she's looking for a way out to go back to Canada, Chantal, just leave. You don't have to use the cats to go back home. Just go. But if you're looking for a reason and a way to go home, triggering people with the cats ain't it. We see through your grift.
Some poor decisions and some were affected by your mental health, but it was apparent you loved and cared for your cats. Yeah, sure, Stan, exactly.
Okay, I'm going to blow it up for a minute. Y'all look at her eyes.
Of course.
Look at her eyes. What are you taking, Chantal? I'm getting like old school Chantal back in the villa, high as a kite vibes off of this. I don't know what you're taking, but you need to stop. You don't look good. You look high, Chantal.
Yeah, she wouldn't have lived this long. Like she was well taken. Like if you look at all my videos, you know, you know, it's not taking care of a cat is not just how many times you bring them to the vet. That's a big part of it, and I'm gonna do better with that for sure. There's animal doctors here, like you know,
Yeah.
probably even more affordable, and um, they have pets. They have chew.
You have no business being around animals. Ma'am, if you have trouble walking for 5 minutes, if you're out of breath after 5 minutes, I seriously doubt, especially considering how hot it's getting in Kuwait, that you're going to want to leave the house to go through what you're going to have to go through to take a cat to the vet. But that's a moot point, isn't it? Because she's not getting the cat back.
Churu here. You know, he's gonna be happy with Churu. Um,
Too many pet stores here, pet zone.
yeah. Um, what he needs, he loves cuddles and everything. Like when I was at home, he would just spend the whole time, like you know, uh, in the bed with me, cuddling a lot of the time. So he loves cuddles, and I can give him so much love. You know, you need to give animals love, a lot of love. You know, so
Let me remind you of what you did when you had the cats. For well over a year, you were busy chasing Natter. You were constantly over at the crack house, spending a week or more at a time over there. You couldn't be bothered with your pets. So, what do you mean that you were in bed all the time cuddling with your cats? You were in somebody else's bed. You were on a dirty mattress on the floor, if I recall. And you weren't thinking about your pets. All the time you were with Natter, you weren't thinking about your pets. You were leaving Pete's to take care of them, and he didn't take very good care of them at all. Now you're saying things are going to be completely different? How? I don't believe you.
yeah, thanks, Richie. BBJ, well, yeah, there's not much I can do about her. And you know, it's funny how people criticize me, you know, that oh, he's going to be in, you know, his the living condition. He's going to be in a small apartment. The reality is, you don't know where BBJ is. You don't know the home she's living in because you've never seen any videos or anything other than a close picture of her. So you're taking for granted just because you don't like me that she's being taken care of. You really don't know. So
It's called delusional, right?
yeah. It's called delusional. Yeah. That's one way of putting it. Anyway, so I'm just yeah, and I'm not even going to touch on that subject. I've made peace with the fact that there's nothing I can do about that. Um, if I could rewind time, I would have been way more careful. If I
You know, Chantal, let's just put it out there. You're salty and you're bitter because you had the cats, you used them for cat deflection and for attention when it suited you, and then you moved on to men to get more attention and to make more money. When that happened, you looked at the cats as just old stage props that you once used but are no longer useful. Once that thought hit your mind, you shoved them to the background. They no longer mattered. They were neglected for a long time. They were uncared for a long time. So you saw no value in your pets, although they gave you love. They gave you unconditional love. And isn't that something you say you want from people? You want unconditional love. You want them to accept you for how you are without judgment. Animals can do that. Animals do that. They accept you at your worst moments and they don't judge and they forgive. So all that time you spent running around with Natter, with Coffee Guy, with whatever guy that you could make up in your head, you had love in your house the entire time, and it didn't cost you thousands of dollars. But what was valuable to you, you did not see as valuable, nor did you treat it as valuable. So you pushed it to the side and you gave your pets away. And French Fry Girl and her family got BBJ, thank God. And she got the care she needed. She's getting healthy. She looks good. And you saw all the super chats and stuff that people were sending French Fry Girl. And that made you angry. That made you bitter and salty. You were kicking yourself, thinking to yourself, doggone it, if only I had cared for my pets. If only I had done those vet visits. Only if I had fed them well and done some pet food hauls. If only I had made a show of being a good pet owner on camera, I could have been making all that money. But I didn't. I preferred the men over my pets, and the pets were the money makers. And I gave them up to other people. And that's not why French Fry Girl got BBJ. BBJ needed a good home. She got a good home with people who love her and will take care of her. But in your mind, it's all about the money. And you need money, don't you? So you got salty because somebody else got one of your pets. There was some monetary gain indirectly, which went for her care. But all you can see is I gave up something that could have made me money. Got mad over that. And since you can't get BBJ back, now you're wanting Sam back. Not because you love him. No, it's all about what can I do to save my tanking channel and to gain an audience and to get more super chats and memberships. Always thinking about that dollar bill, Chantal. Always. So even if you can't get Sam back, which you never will, you're still trying to monetize your pets, your former pets. Where if you were a good person, if you were a caring pet owner, you would leave them well enough alone and let them just live. They deserve that. They deserve to live. They deserve to be happy. They went through hell with you. Leave well enough alone. Stop using them in the memory of them to make money. Find other ways to make money. Stop trying to use things from your past connected with you to make money. I'm happy BBJ and Sam are in better places, and I hope they continue to be. Because anything connected to Chantal suffers. She drains the life out of any and every living thing. She's good for no one, not even herself.
If I could rewind time, I probably would have done everything I could to take them with me, honestly, at the end of the day. So I think this is meant to be that Sam is with me because, I don't like the idea of, I don't think people can love him like I loved him. And
you never loved him. You never loved your pets. And what was your definition of love? The dirty litter boxes that didn't get changed for months? The ingrown nails? Was that love too, Chantal? How about the oral issues that BBJ had that never got addressed? How about that? Was that your idea of love? Well, your love sucks. Your love absolutely sucks, and nobody should have that kind of love, ever.
If you can just pass, people just passing him around, I just want him, he's being well taken care of. And
right, so leave him alone.
And, I'm giving the foster person money to take care of him right now. So
she's not a foster, she's an owner. You surrender your pet, you do not get your pet back. That's the deal.
I'm not sure how I'm going to get him here yet. Remember, you were told if you change your mind, you could have BBJ back. Yeah. I doubt she shipped. Yeah, I think she has her too. I think she has
Inshallah,
BBJ.
we will find out the way to bring him here.
Yeah, we're in contact
Don't
with
worry.
with some pet transports they take care of. Like, I need to get.
Okay, another suspicious thing. So she claims to be a quote unquote caring pet owner, and she's looking to get Sam back, and she's not looked into what it would take to get him back, the process you got to go through, the money you got to pay, how long it's going to take. and she's got to leave Kuwait in a few weeks. Y'all seeing the holes in this story? We might as well just be looking at a piece of Swiss cheese. There's so many holes. You're a caring pet owner and you've not looked into any of this, Chantal? Yeah. Show me how much you really care.
Either way, I'll need to get him microchipped and up-to-date vaccinations and all that stuff, health certificate. Thank you, Joyce. We have no clue what situation BBJ is in. I'm so glad you made peace with it because things could have been gone wrong and yeah, for sure. Yeah, Thanks, Dan. I will do better, 100%. I will do better, for sure.
My advice to you, Chantal, if you need cash, find another way to grab it. This is not going to work. Remember, y'all, remember what I said. If what Chantal's doing, her bringing up the cats again, upsets you, understand she's doing it with a purpose. This is a kind of manipulation going on right here. Manipulating her audience. A lot of the Beezers are falling for it. She got some membership signups this night. She got some super chats. It's working on her end. If she gets you angry, if you need to vent your anger, my advice, find a reaction channel. There's so many out there. Pick any one you like. Doesn't have to be me. Just pick one you like. Vent your anger in a live chat somewhere or a comment section. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything. And you're not giving Chantal what she wants. You're not giving her engagement. Engagement could be a thumbs up, a thumbs down, a comment, super chat, membership. Any kind of engagement counts on YouTube. It helps their algorithm. If you don't like what she's doing, and if you're privy to this manipulation, don't give her what she wants. She's fishing. She's fishing for whatever she can get. Don't fall for it.
I will never, I will be very on top of it. He will be my priority here. My husband and my cats and Howie, of course. I do love Howie so much. He's part of the family too. Now we have 2 Beezers. I'm going to have to put Howie up where Sam can't get him.
The family will be.
Y'all see that looking around? Where's she going to put the hamster? We saw the bedroom. There's no shelf or anything in there. Where's she going to put the cage where Sam can't get to it? Cats can jump. They can jump up on high shelves. She's not going to put the hamster on. This is such a lie. This is such BS. Yeah. Ooh, that smell. Can you smell that smell? It's a smell of BS coming from Chantal.
Reunited.
Yes. Exactly. Oh, I can't. I'm going to never let him go.
Okay, enough with this, okay? The lies that keep coming, the triggering that keeps coming, her provoking people that keeps coming. I'm done here. We don't need to see the whole thing. This is her just trying to poke at people. She's poking, poke. She's poking at y'all. Trying to get you mad, trying to get you upset, get your blood pressure up. Don't let her have it. Don't let her get to you. This is nonsense. She's talking nonsense and she knows it. But she needs money. Got to travel. Either her and Salah are going to travel somewhere or she's coming back home to Canada. But either way, she's traveling. Y'all know traveling's expensive. Anybody who's traveled knows that. This is her fishing for travel money. Don't give her what she wants.
He belongs with me. Yeah, thank you. So this Beezer belongs with me. Thanks, babe.
I'm done with you. I'm so done. I can't take anymore. I know y'all can't. I'm not falling for it. And I hope no one else falls for it either. I can't tell you guys what to do, and I won't tell you what to do, but friendly advice. Don't give her what she wants. Don't let her trigger you. Don't let her get your blood pressure up. Don't give her the engagement. She's looking for that. She's trying all different kinds of things, trying to make money, grabbing at everything and anything, doing the ASMR thing, doing the Ambiance thing, doing the Mukbang thing, doing the Foodie thing. Now we're talking about the cats again. Don't fall for it. Let it slide off your back. She's just creating another arc to trigger people. I'm not falling for it, Chantal. I'm not going to let you get me upset because I see what you're up to. Nope, I'm not buying what you're selling. Neither is my audience. Smart people over here. All right. I'm done with this react. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please like and subscribe, leave a comment. I've got a very busy day planned today, so I hope you guys have a good one. Take care now. Bye-bye.